1948, late 1948, he bought a farm without my mother's knowledge on the Niagara Parkway, near Queenston. It was one of the Larkin farms, and they bought 15 acres, and they moved there in the spring of 1949. So I was about a year old then when we moved to the farm. So that's where I grew up, and I still live in the same area, same farm. I was the first of all my cousins to go to university, first one. Now it's just like nothing, but then it was a big deal. So I came back from high school or university, and came back to the farm, bought another farm right next to my dad, right next door, and I kept on farming. So at that time we grew peaches for the fresh market, and the other was sour cherries with a few sweets just for fun. And that farm stayed like that for a fair number of years. When my dad retired, my brother, who was 9 years younger than me, we each bought half the farm, but continued farming together, the same farm my dad had. And I lived next to Mom and Dad, and he lived a few doors over. And so we kept farming my dad's place. So that's the farming. We still farm. Over the years, my brother and I have switched. We took all our fresh market peaches out in the early 90s. The peach market was not really good, so we switched to all sour cherries, which everybody looked at us and thought that was kind of odd. But we also got involved with a small co-op on Hunter Road with Bob and Ken Hunter. And we have a small plant still there. We process our own cherries. So we said, okay, we'll plant more cherries and just keep feeding our plant. And we still do that. We started with that cherry plant in 1994 with 7 co-op members. There are now 3 of us left. And Ken Hunter, myself, and my brother are the last 3 sour cherry growers of commercial value in this side of the canal. In all of Ontario, there are 33 growers in 2012, according to the board newsletter that I just received. So about 20 years ago, the early 90s, there were about 500 cherry growers, commercial growers in Ontario. It's down to 33. So interestingly, still the same tonnage is being produced and processed, but everybody's gotten larger, mechanized, and we still grow the same number of cherries, volume-wise. It's very difficult to believe. It's all machine picked, and no more hand picking. I remember picking by hand, oh, what a job. But in the late 60s, early 70s, we switched to mechanical harvesting, and the whole industry went that way very quickly. It's shake and catch machines. The machine will grab the trunk and give it a little shake. It takes about 3-4 seconds, and the whole tree is down into the machine. It used to take one person all day to pick that tree. Now you can do it in about a minute. You'll remember the juice and the stickiness, and it was hot, and yeah. So the sour cherry industry has changed dramatically. Like it was the picking that changed from hand pick, where you need many hands, to a machine which will pick. To replace 200 people easily, very easily. Because we have, on certain years before we had the cherry plant, before we joined that little co-op, we would lose the entire crop. You get certain years, the market was terrible, and the cherry would sit in the tree. It's happened a few times to us.